I was not there when my house fell to ruin. Defectors joined the coward Mithrax in his worthless House of Light and fled to the last city. They devoted themselves to their oppressors, the Guardians, and their great machine. There is no greater shame. I tried to claim stasis for my people, but I was judged, bound, abandoned by the same power I sought to command. Some chains cannot be broken. Or so they would have you believe.
I don't blame House Salvation for skimming a little cream off the trade routes. Couldn't have been easy after their head honcho got turned into a popsicle. But I didn't think they'd have the guts to try something like this. Once we get my cargo back, you'll see what I mean.
Who's that? Drifter? Is that you?
I'm there in spirit, boss. I finessed the Guardian into doing the actual rescuing.
You let the Guardian see me like this? We'll have words once I'm out of here.
About that. First, let's discuss the matter of our hazard pay.
What? We got a deal. I will not be leveraged by an amateur extortionist.
Sure thing, boss. We'll just ship you back to the Tangled Shore. Queen Mara's got a handsome bounty on your ugly mug. Could be quite the payday.
Tell you what. House Salvation commandeered my old catch. If you can fight your way there, it's yours. My associates will join you along the way. Give them a lift, and we'll call it even.
Hear that, hero? We got ourselves a new ride. Just gotta break it out of impound.
There's something you should know. I overheard some dregs talking.
While you were hiding in your kennel?
House Salvation is rallying. Someone's kicked the hornet's nest. They're looking for something left over from the Dark Ages.
Sounds ominous. But I'm sure the Guardian can handle it.
Meet the rest of my associates. They're no good to me dead. Make sure to bring them back alive.
You weren't lying about these House Salvation jokers. They're all riled up. What'd you say they're looking for?
Relics. Antiquities of some kind.
That's awfully esoteric for a bunch of rubes like these. They gotta be taking orders from someone. Who the hell's calling the shots around here? Oh, hell. The witness must have broken Eramis out. No wonder House Salvation's scrambling.
So, the ship stealer is back in play. The artifact she's after.
Price of her freedom, I bet.
Ooh, imagine the resale value.
Luckily, we got a clean ship and a dirty crew to chase her with.
Do me a favor, Guardian. Don't let this clown pilot my catch.
Come on now, Spider. I'll treat her like she was my own.
That's what I'm worried about.
On only thing you better worry about is the welcome you'll get back in the last city. Let's ride, Guardian.
Be careful with that cargo, or I'll dock you myself! Then it's true. Eramis has broken free. Her name still carries weight. The old crew's now rally under her command.
The old crews. I've read about them. The Ketch Killers and Skiff Blades. What is the human word?
Pirates. Eramis thawing out is bad news, sure, and she's looking for something. But luck's on our side for a change. This little trinket is exactly what we need.
What's that?
That's access, little sister. You hold this key, and any door they close, you can open. If you can find it.
We must not take the old crews lightly. The full Vanguard should be rallied to deal with these outlaws.
Yeah, that's a tough sell. Zavala's preparing for Callus's next move. Ikora's got her hidden looking for Eramis, but they stick to the shadows. That leaves us.
Father, we should do whatever we can to help. And there's so much exhilarating knowledge to be gained from these pirates. They may hold antiquities from the time of the whirlwind.
Eido, this is more serious than you realize.
You ain't wrong. We all know how dangerous Eramis can be. It's your call, hero. Well, anchors away. Ready when you are, Captain.
We have not formally met. I am Eido, scribe of House Light, daughter of Mithrax, whom you already know.
Yes. Mithrax and I are well acquainted.
I have heard the stories.
Have you now?
Do you hold a title, sir? I've heard what they call you.
I hold a great many things. Spider is better than Fallen, and no worse than your old man letting the Guardians call him Mithrax.
Yes, some of them struggle to pronounce his name.
Yes, it's surprising what they struggle with. Present company excluded, of course.
Oh, yes, this Guardian is quite competent. I still hope I will be able to assist somehow.
Very plucky of you, Eido. How does your father feel about your involvement? It seems these old pirate crews have put a touch of fear into him.
Yes, he seemed apprehensive. But I am a scribe. Chronicling our history is part of my position. And deep down, he must be as excited about the adventure as any of us.
Oh, I'm positively thrilled. Now, little scribe, if you'd be kind enough to excuse us. The Guardian and I have business to discuss.
Of course. Welcome to the last city. May the light provide.
May the light provide. Mithrax, you old charlatan. You built quite the house of cards here. Guardian, it's been a while. Seems like only yesterday I was in the Tangled Shore, trading in Seraphite and Phase Glass. Now, I'm nestled in the bosom of the Traveler. Oh! Funny where owing a debt to Drifter can get you, huh? And let's keep the details of my ignominious rescue between us. Now then, it sounds as though you're off to cross swords with Eramis and the old crews. Mithrax seemed none too pleased about that. I wonder why. I'll tell you what, my friend. I'll let you keep using my ship while you go digging for secrets. I think you've got the steel for it. Now go show those pirates what happens when they cross Spider. While you're gone, I'll gather some accoutrements no budding captain should be without. No need to thank me, Guardian. I only ask that you keep my wanton generosity to yourself. I have a reputation to maintain.
Guardian, I thought the Elixni had moved on from such senseless brutality. It seems I was mistaken. Eramis has awoken, and has summoned the old crews to aid her. Regrettably, it falls on you to stop them. For that, you will require a star chart and a captain's atlas. Spider had these antiques in his collection. Use them if you must, but remember that you are a guardian, chosen by the light. These pirates, brutal remnants of our past, are not. Eramis chose to ally with them for a reason. They know the stars in a way even House Salvation does not. I fear that Eramis may seek... Pay me no mind. Raise arms against these pirates and discover the truth for yourself.
This pirate lord is named Valor. She's a Cabal defector, but from which side, I couldn't tell you. This is under me. These lands are frequented by many unsavory types. Speaking of, Valor has a reputation for heavy-handed brutality. I say you show her a little brutality of your own. It's not just her life. Her pride is on the line. The Headless crew is a worthless one. Remove her from the board. Antiquities indeed. So this is where the trail leads. Well then, we best keep these relics out of Eramis's hands. Don't you agree? This would make a wonderful addition to my collection, whatever it is. But I imagine you'll hand it over to Mithrax and that nosy daughter of his, for the good of the Elixni. Fine. Balog won't be the only one looking for a relic like this. Let's hunt them down before Eramis does.
Hello, Guardian. My father and I are already studying the relic you reclaimed from the pirates. I am eager to learn the nature of the strange energies that seep from within. I was thrilled to aid in your engagement with Eramis's fleet. I hope my support was beneficial, although I admit I am unused to the rigors of combat. While I did study with the Awoken Techians, gunplay was never a part of the syllabus. I am proud of the progress we made together. Thank you for including me as part of your crew. I must continue my studies. May the light provide.
Guardian, I greet you in the light, and yet I feel adrift in shadow. Eido and I studied the artifact you claimed from the pirates, and it emanates pure darkness. It is an object pulled from Elix the legend, and I fear it is not the only one of its kind. The old crews fought and died for these relics, believing they could bestow power. The very power the great machine withheld. That is why Eramis enlisted their help. She seeks the relics, and pirate legends hint at where they may be hidden. And if her task is at the command of the Witness, Eramis cannot be allowed to claim the powers within. If she does, all will fall to corruption. You must find them. You must.
Hey, hero. Looking to grab another relic?
May I interject?
Be my guest.
The commander of this band of pirates is named Erix, and he's widely known as an expert marksman. I would not stand still long enough to test this reputation.
Good job, Guardian. You too, little sister. Read about this in one of your books?
No, I didn't. Isn't that exciting?
Eido, what are you doing?
Aiding Drifter and the Guardian. We have collected another relic before it was able to come into Eramis possession.
Your help is needed in studying the relics, not in our search for them.
If I can render assistance, then I should do so.
Let us speak privately.
Very well.
Huh. Glad I stayed out of that. Anyway, good job. Let's get this treasure tucked away.
Mithrax, my old friend. There's a matter I wish to discuss with you.
My people's concerns are my own. I will listen.
I hoped you'd say that. Rumor has it your new crew has been bringing back delightful baubles, pulled from the old shores.
Are you asking for a share?
Do you think me so petty? We're on the same side here. We have our eyes on the same horizon. Those relics resurfaced for a reason. The power belongs to us. We could have everything this time. We need only take it.
Your words are careless.
What? The Guardian? Huh. A trusted accomplice.
No, I did not imagine you would speak like that where I might hear you.
Come now, Mithrax. I know you. Think of your house. Think of your daughter. We could have everything Eramis wants. Wouldn't that be some lovely payback? Huh?
You will leave that behavior in the past. You will not speak of it here beneath the great machine, or I will silence you.
There's no call for that.
Do you hear me, Ruckus?
I hear you.
summon me like this again.
Get out. We're closed.
Guardian, we have new readings. Eramis' fleet moves across the system, pursuing relics of power. Summon your crew. And a request, please. As a favor to me. Do not involve Eido in your violence against the old crews. She is brave and curious, but does not yet understand the brutality of the world. There are pain truths in our history. I should have told her earlier, before all this. But I must learn before I can teach, and for that I need time. Disrupt Eramis' crews, and stop her from collecting the relics. Some mistakes must remain in the past.
You become quite adept at bringing down these pirate lords. Do you think the rest are terrified? Huh? Here, you'll face to all, and Thought, with 4 cleavers between them. A strong arm and a sharp edge. They always think that's the only thing they need. Mithrax hasn't told you any more about these relics, has he? I suppose it's need to know. And Mithrax knows.
Spider, why are you using a secure channel? Did my father tell you to do so?
Huh? Clever scribe. No more flattery? Well, Mithrax asked me to keep you at arm's length. Perhaps he doesn't want you mixing in with our unsavory business.
Were those his exact words?
Only a guess. Who can say? And after all, who am I to question the Cal?
Spider, I will find out what's going on here. Spider, there are questions my father refuses to answer. Have you seen him act this way before? You two were friends once.
Even if Mithrax had friends back then, I wasn't among them. I couldn't possibly speak to his behavior.
You're being evasive.
Oh, evasive? I prefer to think of it as coy. Well then, your father was unpredictable. We could have had everything we wanted if he listened to me, but he always knew better. Look at him now. Cal of a house, holed up inside the city. Picking over ruins, pretending he's content in the shadow of the great machine.
We were offered scraps and we took them.
Oh? Is that ingratitude I hear?
I do not call the truth ingratitude, but enough of who my father is. Who was he?
I expected this from Spider, but not from you.
I am simply performing my duties as scribe of House Light. I will gather knowledge regardless of who would keep it from me.
Rakis, I told you not to speak of this. Do I have to dock your tongue?
Father! I apologize for the Kel's behavior.
Apology accepted. I see now. You're afraid little Eido will take off those rose-colored glasses. Such a delightful human phrase. And what will she see when she looks at you then?
Do not speak to my daughter again.
Oh, don't worry about me. Though, I'm only one who remembers. Sooner or later, she'll learn the truth. But I'm sure it will all work out. After all, what is it you say? The light, the light.
Guardian, as you prepare for your next voyage, know that I will continue to assist in the conflict against Eramis. I had words with Mithrax concerning his recent behavior. He explained he wished to shelter me from the violence displayed by Eramis crews. I said one does not protect by forbidding exposure. There is no safety in ignorance. I told him plainly that I will not be sheltered. As the Guardian Credo states, devotion inspires bravery, bravery inspires sacrifice. The unspoken line that follows is why I will remain on the radio. Now, we must continue to pursue the relics Eramis seeks. Board your ship and let us begin.
Hey, hero. Spider said he needed my help again.
I said no such thing. The Guardian has proven quite efficient at removing these thorns from our sides.
Well, this thorn's got teeth. Lots of them. Big and pointy.
An Elixir obsessed with those disgusting Cabal war beasts goes by the name Alax.
Hey, war beasts ain't so bad, if you remember to feed them.
I've seen what they eat. Too much trouble for the cost.
Something's wrong. Whoever came through here cleaned this place out.
Another gang. Scabs bold enough to assault a hideout for its treasures.
Nah, this outfit is organized, efficient, and almost as deadly as the Guardian.
I wonder if our pirate lord is still with us. You ain't survived for a little while longer.
Whoever tried to take that pirate lord down first, they didn't get the relic. But these interlopers managed to take out half this crew.
Did they want the relic? Or just a little bloodshed? Whoever they are, they've made powerful enemies.
Yeah, us too.
Mithrax, my friend. I hear you clash swords with pirates now. And fight alongside strange crew.
The Saint has heard correctly. I wish it had not come to this. I do not enjoy it. To see Elixir fight and die for scraps of power. These bring to mind old memories. A past I wish to forget. It is a shameful one.
I am not one to speak of shame. I carry my own. That you forgave me for what I did to your people speaks to your strength. I can only do the same for you.
Your grace is appreciated. House Light and its Kell thanks you. But how is Osiris?
He sleeps. I wait for him.
He will wake. I know stories of the Phoenix. Osiris will rise from this as well.
Your words mean much to me, my friend.
Guardian, we intercepted another of Eramis Kell's transmissions. This time to the Pirate Lord Alax.
It is finally time for the Elixir to take their rightful place in the Sol system. We've struggled for too long under the boot heels of others. Hive and Cabal rain artillery down upon us. The Vex steal every last
scrap for themselves, and the Lightbearers hunt us for sport. But no longer. This system will soon enter a new age, one of Elixir prosperity. Be sure you're on the right side of it, Alax.
I wonder what the witness promised Eramis in exchange for the relics. Clearly it was a persuasive offer.
Guardian, Eido has taken action that may endanger us all. She sent a message to Eramis. She invoked a ritual from the old crews, words with empty hands. It is a type of parlay where no violence is permitted. Eido believes Eramis will follow the rules of her people. I am not so trusting. Should Eramis accept, I would ask that you accompany us. In the meantime, continue the fight. This may be a ploy, and we must not be fooled. I hope that she ignores Eido's request, but if she does not, know this. Eramis does nothing that is not to her benefit. A word can do more damage than a blade, and Eramis is skilled at wielding both.
Guardian, I greet you in the light. I hoped we could speak. Secure the relic, and we shall do so. You face an Elixir who has amassed a great many followers. They are willing to throw their lives away for his protection. But I do not know if it is out of loyalty or fear. His name is Erask. Be careful. What Mithrax told you is true. I've called for a parlay with Eramis. I do not know if she will agree to it, but I had to try. I have never seen Mithrax so frightened. I don't know why. I know he is not afraid of Eramis.
Scribe Eido, this is Eramis of House Salvation. I will respect the old traditions. I agree to your request.
Thank you, Eramis. I look forward to our meeting.
So you say. But know this. A parlay will not delay your house's destruction if you continue to stand in my way.
I hope that we can reach an understanding.
Do not waste my time.
You taught me to honor Elixir tradition. Eramis agreed to parlay. You cannot lose faith in the old ways now.
This is a mistake, Eido. Eramis listens to one voice only, and it is not ours.
I may draw power from the voice in the darkness. But I am an Elixir, and I fight for the liberation of our people.
A true Kell serves their house. You serve only the witness.
And who do you serve? I agreed to meet with Elixir, not a light bearer.
The Guardian is here for your protection.
Eramis, as scribe of House of Light, I feel compelled to tell you. There is another force searching for these relics.
I see. And who are these new meddlers, exactly?
One of many you have wronged, perhaps.
We did not identify the force, but they dispatched your associates with ease. We have in them a common enemy.
We have always had a common enemy. Abandon your pathetic attempts to appease your oppressors. Join me. Together we'll use these relics to achieve true freedom for the Elixir.
No. The relics pose too great a threat. They cannot fall to warmongers like you.
None know of the destructive power better than you, Mithrax.
What do you mean?
It was centuries ago. I am no longer that person.
No, you are the same as ever.
I want to know the truth. Will I have to hear it from her?
Centuries ago, when the Elixni first came to this system, when your father was just a hatchling, our people had nothing. So, when they discovered Nezarec, disciple of the Witness, entombed in the Lunar Pyramid, they harvested its dark power for themselves, and for the future of our people. Mithrax inherited one of these relics, and its power ensnared him. He sought more, no matter the cost. But the more his crew had, the less they shared. That became the way of things. Elixni turned against Elixni, and friend turned against friend. Over time, the relics of Nezarec were separated and scattered across the galaxy. Their influence faded, but the stains of their power endure. Mithrax fled from the butchery he was born into. He claims he has changed, and now lives a life of piety. But no matter how he tries to bury his past, with selfish displays of generosity and scraps of stolen wisdom, Mithrax will always be a liar, a thief, and a killer. Open your eyes, young scribe. Every light casts a shadow.
Eido, please. Let me explain.
Mithrax Kell of House Light. My father, a murderer, and a liar. Learning the truth is difficult, but the sharpest pain comes from the fact that he didn't tell me earlier. I was aware he had a past, but in a way, Eramis Kell showed me who my father is today. Who he sees when he looks at me. He must think I am unable to understand, or he doesn't care whether or not I do. I am either underestimated or dismissed. And I could take only one lesson from this. My own father does not want me to know him. Our priorities have not changed. We must stop Eramis from claiming the relics of Nezarec. I will not place my own feelings above our mission. I will not become the hypocrite that my father is. I did not have to hear it from her. That was your choice.
That was not a story Eramis had any right to tell.
Did you believe that I would never find out? That no one would remember? I'm charged with preserving the history of our people.
Some history does not need to be preserved.
Like the whirlwind. So much was lost, so much we will never recover, no matter how much we search, no matter how much we remember. Is that what you wish to happen to us now?
You do not understand.
I want to understand. You will not let me.
You do not know what I know. You did not see what I saw. When I pulled you from the wreckage of a catch, I knew that you deserved more than the world that orphaned you. I want you to look forward, not to what the whirlwind made us. You do not need to carry this history.
It is a part of me, whether I witnessed it or not. I don't want to look away, and I don't want to forget.
You do not know what you ask.
Perhaps not, but nothing good comes from refusing to face the truth. Our parlay with Eramis has changed everything, though not in the way I had hoped. I understand the relics now, the potency of their darkness, and Eramis Kell's use of the old pirate crews to hunt them. Even my father's reticence. But this is not about the House of Light. This is about the mysterious disciple. The many tombs of Nezarec are well known, though the being itself is less thoroughly documented. I will delve into the Cryptarchy's records and see what I can uncover.
This one can hardly be called a pirate lord. His name's Frisk. Just a drag in too deep to know he's already dead. My associates have given me concerning information. Our interlopers may have found this one first. Find out who's after my goods. Was Frisk met his end? Well, he was lucky to have lived this long. Personally, I stay away from these loose tides. I don't trust anyone that loyal. Clear them out. So, our enemy finally steps into the light, so to speak. The Lucent Hive is searching for the relics, and Eramis's crews are overwhelmed. How interesting. These relics just became more valuable. Demand, it seems, is very high. Luck was on our side this time. But now these pests stand in our way. Oh, how unfortunate for them.
I wanted to speak with you, Jermaine.
Whoa! What kind of books you been reading? It's been Drifter for a long while now.
Drifter, then. You have kept secrets from us since the beginning. It is unkind to withhold knowledge.
Unkindness was never my aim. Apologies, sister.
Accepted. Do you have any insight as to why the Lucent Hive are interested in the relics?
Power is freedom, and everybody's chasing it, from the biggest freaky moth monster to the lowest space pirate.
But while the Lucent Hive are loyal to Savathun, the pirates enjoy a startling degree of freedom already. They are not constrained by office or honor. They are ruled only by their own desires.
Yeah, it might look that way from the outside, but they've got to fight for everything they get. That's just survival. A meal and a bed that don't come at the end of a blade? That's freedom.
You are drawing a comparison.
Me? Look, I get it. Walking away from folks can feel like freedom. If no one's relying on you, there's no one to disappoint. No one to be disappointed by.
Now you are speaking of Mithrax. I do not judge him for who he was, but he treated me like a hatchling.
Can't really blame him for not wanting to discuss it. Shame's a hard thing to shake. Harder if you have to share it.
You are saying I should forgive him.
That's your call, sister. I'm just saying, I get it.
Eramis seeks freedom for our people. But her freedom is vengeful. She wishes to be free from her shame. She will sacrifice Elixni lives in its pursuit, and it will never end. Thank you, Drifter.
You know, I don't hear that enough.
I greet you, Guardian. I wished to speak to you earlier, but I did not have the words. I will not apologize, as I believe the secrets of my old life were mine to keep. But I do regret. I am ashamed of my cruelty, of the things I did, the people I hurt. I thought I left it behind. But the old Mithrax is still within me, and now he has hurt my daughter. I have hurt my daughter. I must set it right. I was a killer, but I am a kill. I will prove to you which title I deserve.
Guardian. I didn't want you setting off after Eramis without a little warning first. What's that look? You don't survive as long as me without being able to smell trouble. And honestly, kid, you stink of it. You've been cutting a swath through those pirates out there, but don't get complacent. Watch your opponent, but watch your back, too. You're going after chunks of a dead disciple of the Witness, and you've almost got 'em all. That's some serious juju. The stakes are high. That's when folks tend to get unpredictable.
Guardian, you face an Elixni skilled in scrapworking. Her name is Ethics. I have engaged with her before. I doubt her tactics have changed. She hides behind traps and shanks and believes herself clever. She will not face you if she has a choice. Leave her none. The old crews fear you. Fear us. They know they cannot stand in our way.
Looks like Captain Kells found his inner pirate again.
Perhaps it is what I am, and Eramis speaks the truth.
Hey, now, I didn't say that. What's that Eido said to me? Eramis will fight forever to get rid of her shame. Maybe you did that for a while, too. But then you made a safe place for the Elixni. That's what Eramis wants, and she'll never get there. What we do now matters more than who we were.
The Drifter speaks kind truths. Mithrax thanks you. Ah, that's Everest. Good of you to visit, Captain. Seems like only yesterday I loaned you my ship, and now you're known across the system. Flashy. Not my style. It's safer in the shadows. I learned that long ago from a handsome young fellow named Rakis. He served the old crews for a time. Got double-crossed. Spent the rest of his life running. Eventually, someone claimed the bounty on poor Rakis. He called himself Spider. Savvy? Cashed in the past, bought a future. Walked away, reborn, and never looked back. Like you Guardians do. Like my dear boy Crow. Like Mithrax, pretending his old life never happened. Oh, he's changed a bit over the years, but the old fury is still inside him, somewhere. It's best he not forget that.
Eido of the House of Light, Scribe Log Zeta 78D. At this point in the Guardian's adventures, we have had contact with a great many pirates. Each crew has a unique composition and pledges loyalty to the most powerful among their numbers. They fight for whomever promises them the most power, or the most glimmer. They adopt whatever code of honor befits them and concern themselves with little beyond the present. A friend told me that these pirates are not as free as they seem, that their lives are fueled by desperation more than their own desires. But there is still the call of the open stars. These pirates sought to possess the relics of Nezarec. What else might they hold?
Scribe Eido.
Eramis Kell? I greet you in the light.
You are young and honor the old ways. So I will speak gently. You say there are paths that never end. But these are also paths you cannot turn away from. Mithrax thinks he can. He is wrong. He and I will always be what we are. But we are not something you would wish to become. I remember the whirlwind, and we are running from it. We are running from that pain, and will be forever. You do not want this life.
Eramis.
Do not stand in my way. If we meet again, I will be the last thing you see. You and that hypocrite you call a father.
Guardian, you are close to securing the last relic of Nezarec, and we near the end of our mission. I have noticed no further communications between Eramis and her crews. I hope this means the worst is behind us. I did find, however, a transmission from Eramis to Eido. It was embedded in an unsecured scribe log. You may have heard it. I do not know what Eramis gains in speaking with Eido. We know the ship stealer only acts to her own benefit. But Eido shuns me. She studies the coordinates of the pirate layers without my assistance. I have never seen her behave this way. I cannot place blame solely on Eramis's influence. My actions pushed Eido away, though I meant only to protect her. She will see that in time. She must. Unless she has already made her choice. We must end this now, before something happens that cannot be undone. Claim the final reliquary and finish this conflict. May the light provide.
Guardian, this layer is swarming with the Lucid Hive. We must not abandon caution now that our mission comes to a close.
Your presence is not necessary.
Eido, what are you doing here? Are you unharmed?
I will retrieve the last relic myself, without violence. The Hive.
Eido, Guardian, find the blade. See it, light.
I believe I am close to the relic. When I have it, Eramis Kell will see the futility of her actions.
You risk yourself for her. She will never abandon her ways.
No, you both must face the past. You cannot outrun it. You cannot hide it from me.
Eido, please, forgive me.
hit me! Stop!
Do it. Show your daughter who you really are. She could have had everything.
So, let me get this straight. Mithrax has Eramis at the end of his sword, and then nothing? I mean, nothing? Huh. I thought that guy still had some mean in him. Guess I was wrong. I was right about you, though. Gotta hand it to you, kid. You did a hell of a job out there. Drove Eramis off, stopped whatever plan the witness had, and brought home all the pieces of Nezarec. Not bad at all. Mithrax and Eido have the relics now. Don't know what those things can actually do, but if anyone can figure it out, it'd be them. Hope it's something good. Yep, nothing for you to do now but lay back in that big old pile of pirate treasure you got. You deserve it. And don't worry about giving me my cut, Captain. It just felt nice to be a good guy again. Trust.
Eramis, again, I greet you in the light. Not as my enemy, but as my savior. You protected me from the Lucent Hive. Without your intervention, I would have died in their hands. I thank you. I was terrified. Not only of the Hive, but of you. When you arrived, I thought it was to follow through on your threat. Then you turned and raised your blade against my assailants. But that same blade would have taken the life of my father if you'd had the advantage. I am not afraid of what you are, but I am afraid of what you do. The whirlwind led to you. It led to my father. But it led to me as well. We can see a future for the Elixir beyond the pain of the whirlwind. But you think you can't be a part of it. I do not believe that. My father spared you because he saw that you could turn from a path he had once followed. I see this also. I know the futility of this, but I will say it regardless. There is a place for you here. We need not be enemies. Come home, Eramis. May the light provide. Now that we've collected all the relics, Mithrax and I believe that we could harness their power. To what end, we're still uncertain. While I believe in our abilities, I am concerned about the potential side effects such a process could have. An ancient dirge I discovered described something called the Curse of Nezarec, which is rumored to drain the life of the user. Of course, I don't give credence to such superstition. Dark Age humans were comically ignorant. Still, I would rather not take the risk. My father disagrees. I suspect he wishes to redeem himself for his past wrongs, and in that, I cannot dissuade him. We will continue searching for a method to unlock the relics. Until then, the light provides.